So yeah, Sarah Jane, season two. Yeah. So like I said before, Sarah Jane Adventures, I like, not because of just the story, just because of how it feels. I like the idea of like, well, you just get these three people, and the one thing I also like is, and you don't get that too often. You get it sometimes, but you don't get it too often, and I like it. Is it has that sort of like every two episodes is a two-parter. And I like it because you get to be like, here's a two-parter. We're going to deal with this small threat. Sort of dealing with an episodic nature, but having, like, how long is each episode again? Each episode is 28 minutes. And because they're two-parters, it's, I think, 20 plus 20 is 40, 8 plus 8, 16, 56 minutes on each story. Because it's a two-part. And, again, I could have mentioned this in part one. Anyway, but that I like. I like it. It's so good. And so great. I absolutely think this is amazing. So, yeah. The two things that I like. There's two-part groups of two parts I like. And yes, that is one of them. But let's go to the first one. It's not that I like it, but the one that I just love and I find it just hilarious to mention. I just need to get the name up. The Last Sultaran, I think, is really interesting because like they spent the whole last bit of season one being like, no, we can't leave. We should stay with Sarah Jane Adventures. Never mind, we have a job in America. Okay, and now gone. It does lead to an amazing episode again. Looking forward, because I said the same thing. I sort of hinted towards it being interesting in comparison to something in the first episode. Now I'm talking about this. But one of my favorite sort of two-parters is in season 3, out of this whole series. So we'll talk about that when we talk about season 3. But one of the things I do like is the clown, Day of the Clown, and I like it, which is also hinted again in season 3, which is another part I like. There's a lot of like parts I like in specific seasons. The Day of the Clown, actually no, Lost Sultaran I just like because it just retcons season 1. Not retcons, but like it just writes out the one character that was kind of important, which is hilarious. But Day of the Clown has that fear. And am I scared? No. But if you put me in a room with a clown, I would like to leave. I'm not going to be like, but it's going to be like, please stop. What? Why? So, yeah. And the one thing I like is that in The Enemy of the Bane, even though part 1 flat out spoils the whole thing about, like, one person coming back, so that's probably not a good thing, but, it's on BBC Family looking at the one. But I love the idea of like, here's the first enemy, and then he's back because you didn't respect it, and you also see because technically it's part of season 1. I know nowadays it's in the special of like the invasion of the Bane, but it was in season 1 originally, so I'm gonna count it as that because that's how it was sort of planned, which is different to the specials because the specials were planned to be the specials. And on Disney Plus, they are kind of considered their own thing. Even though the Christmas, actually no, the 3 specials of the Meep, the Giggle, no, the Meep, actually no, the 3 specials, you know what they are. I just forgot the names because I'm a dumbass. Are all there and are really good. So yeah. So that's good to happen. And anyway, but yeah, I like it because it brings back them, and you also bring back the Bane. from again season 1. And I like that sort of idea of like bringing back other characters. I think they, besides mentioning like, oh, this person, they don't bring back anyone else besides the main lot. But yeah, it's really interesting, and I absolutely find it fascinating. It's fun, it's interesting, and exciting. So yeah, that's my sort of yeah. I just love it. I think it's a really good series with really good characters, and it's just really great. So yeah.